So what I'm going to do is, for this practice, I will share the practice. So for those of us in person here, it'll be on the screen. Sorry, it's a little bit like this. Oh, some people can't hear online. No,
I hear perfectly good.
I think everybody's online. It's more here. Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear fine.
Yeah, but I might not be speaking as loud during the meditation. So I encourage you to maybe come, if you don't mind coming forward. That'll help me so I don't have to project my voice so much. Let's see, making sure we can all see the practice on the screen. Right. I mean, some of this I will guide you through, like the visualization, so you don't need to be reading that. There's 2 or 3 prayers that you will want to read, but of course I'm going to guide through some of the visualization and some other parts of the practice. So specifically, I'm also talking to those in person, because they have to look up at our screen for this. So we don't have to be looking at the screen all the time. It's just for certain prayers when we recite them together. You can still hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's quite good sound in here actually, surround sound. Okay, so let's just step into our meditation position, mentally and physically, just dropping in there. Be present in our body, so breathing with breath and awareness from the crown all the way down through the back of the back, making sure we have straightness of spine, shoulders are back, touching with breath and awareness, all the different points of the body, inside, outside, from the crown all the way down through the sit bones, through the legs to the tips of the toes, just gently connecting with our whole body in a soft, clear way with breath and awareness. Then if we ask ourselves, and we have to constantly ask ourselves in the spiritual path, what is the purpose of our life? When we ask ourselves that, what comes up? Is there a clarity or, a few different feelings, thoughts, emotions? Just allow that to surface in the mind when we ask ourselves that. In some way that just helps us to allow ourselves to see where we are right now, our motivation. How much is our motivation being transformed so far into the path, into bodhicitta? Renunciation, bodhicitta, wisdom realizing emptiness, that's what we're trying to merge our mind into, these 3 qualities. So for those of us who've been practicing some time, we have some some sense of each of those, what we call maybe effortful. So, but obviously in our path, there's always obstacles, challenges, lethargy. Hard to stay encouraged sometimes on our path. Have this joyous energy. Keep chipping away at this transformation and motivation into bodhicitta. So it becomes more deeply rooted in us, more spontaneous, more effortless. It's like our natural impulse to want to get enlightened for all sentient beings. That's bodhicitta. So again, we have to chip away at the obstacles on the path, lack of courage, determination. So what better way, Tara, when we think our life story, there's a kind of one life story when she was a female practitioner called Primordial Wisdom Moon. She was a princess who gave up all the wealth, the kingdom, and became, really focused on her spiritual path, and developing renunciation, developing the awakening mind. And she lived like eons ago, in a time of a different Buddha. But still at that time, it was regarded that the male body was the kind of most supreme vehicle, vessel for getting enlightened. So even though she inspired many people with her devotion and her dedication to practice, her determination, her courage, still some monk said to her one day, maybe you should pray next life to be born as a male, and that way you'll get enlightened quicker. It was still in those times where, male, kind of felt like the male body was, as I say, the best way to achieve enlightenment. So she listened carefully, but not like with a sense of competitiveness or strong feminism, but she just felt, I'm going to show the example that it doesn't matter what gender you are, you can achieve enlightenment in female or male body. So she vowed always to manifest in the female form and show that our enlightened nature is beyond gender, beyond the body. It's within all of us. And what she showed in that is that kind of courage and determination in the face of obstacles, or what other people think. We can get bogged down with what other people think, with cultural limitations. So that's why she brings, when we do this practice, she brings this sense of courage and determination to work through our limitations, outer and inner, and to give us energy on our spiritual path, inner energy, inner inspiration and determination, to keep chipping away at the mind and working towards our enlightened nature. This bodhicitta mind that eventually will become spontaneous, as we see in the aspect in our gurus, His Holiness Lama Zopa Rinpoche. It's just happening all the time, spontaneous in their being. So that's what she achieved, and that's what we want to achieve, and that's why we do this practice, to get closer and to receive the blessing and inspiration of Tara's courage and determination. So whatever obstacles we might be feeling right now, there's always something. If we don't even have to dig that deep. Kind of just general obstacles. And also just praying to Tara for more inner obstacles. All of that to be kind of removed, transformed, swept away by this practice. For ourselves and all sentient beings. So we start, here with the visualization, we can either visualize as I'm going to describe with the guru, for us who have met a guru or a lama, that's kind of our, it's our ticket to enlightenment, We need to hold on to the guru as the embodiment of the Tara. Otherwise, right now we think Tara is our guru. And we just visualise Tara on the crown. But if you want to, you can imagine your teacher, your spiritual teacher, Lotus on Moon Seat, and Tara at the heart, signifying that the teacher is the essence of Tara. So either one, but I'll read through this visualisation and you visualise either one of those, whatever's comfortable for your mind. Above the crown of my head, I visualise a lotus and a moon disk. Upon these is the great treasury of compassion, Arya Tara, mother of enlightened beings, who is oneness with my root guru. My lama seated in the full position with a transparent bubble of rainbow-coloured light. Is pink in complexion and wears saffron robes and a pandit's hat. His right hand is at his heart in the gesture of teaching the Dharma, and holds a vajra on the stem of a white lotus that blooms beside his right ear. His left hand rests on his hip, but it holds a bell in the stem of another white lotus that blooms beside the left ear. My guru's heart is Arya Tara in female aspect, green in colour and seated in the dancing posture with a rainbow bubble. Her left leg is bent up and her right leg is outstretched. Her left hand is at the heart in the mudra, symbolising the triple gem and holding the stem of a blue uptali flower. Her right hand extended over the right knee is in the mudra of gaining sublime realizations. She's beautifully adorned with jewelled ornaments and scarves at the three places which bear the syllables Om Hum. So we have Tara, or our guru with Tara in the heart. On the crown is this Om syllable. At the heart is at the throat is the red A, the home, blue home at the heart. And when we gaze upon Tara, either on our crown or we can also visualise in the space before us, if that's easier, feeling we're gazing kind of forward at the image of Tara. She's looking directly at us. And she's got this quality like the full moon. Kind of very radiant and beautiful, but this green aspect, like emerald colour, showing her preciousness. And also this swiftness, the green signifying the wind element. The swiftness of removing obstacles, removing fears, bringing inner accomplishments. Our heart is a lotus and moon seat in which stands a radiant green syllable tam. Rays of green light radiate in all directions from the tam and invoke all the enlightened beings of the 10 directions. So the whole, all around us gets filled with light, touching the enlightened energy, all the holy beings, all the great lineage masters, the Buddhas of the past, present, and future, the lineage of all the beings who practice Tara became enlightened, as well as our own teachers. That energy streams back into the tam, the essence of Tara, our heart, and our whole being again radiates with a brilliance of like thousands of moons, and incredibly beautiful, like awe-inspiring to us when we feel their presence. Even if we can't see her clearly, it's more like the feeling of that presence, the peace and the radiance of a brilliant moon, and a clear, vast, open sky. And we just feel this to want to gaze there, not take our eyes off that beauty, that kind of the outer and inner beauty of Tara. Then we make this request: please remain above my head until I receive enlightenment. So as Lama Zopa Rinpoche says, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are always around us, always guiding us, loving us. So now they're in the aspect of Tara, a kind of mothering energy, mothering us on the path to enlightenment, or like a really kind friend, present with us momentarily on our path to awakening. We feel that's her, she has that bodhicitta commitment, that vow. So there's no question, she's there, present. Then refuge and bodhicitta, connecting with the outer Tara as our outer refuge, the journey we want to take, the path we need to traverse towards Tara-hood, sublime state of Tara, and taking to heart, our ability to achieve Tara. Possibility we all have to achieve Tara with our Buddha nature. Feeling that, and feeling we're just drawing that Tara quality into us as we do these prayers. We come closer to Tara. So we recite the refuge together, once in Tibetan, twice in English. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merit from giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merit from giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. Sangye chodan sogi chognam la janchu bardu dagi kyapsu chi dagi chin sogi pe sonamgi drula penjir sangye drubar shok. Then part we always do in every practice, the 7 limb. Even the great bodhisattvas, they never, even in the bodhisattva, all the levels of bodhisattva, like there's 10 levels or grounds, they're always continually doing the lam rim. The 7 limb, and the lam rim, but the 7 limb. And especially we're going to stop at, according to Lama Zopa Rinpoche's advice, making offerings. One time I was at Lama Zopa Rinpoche's house, and Rinpoche had bought something like $500 worth of flowers for the garden. And Venerable Roger, his attendant, was sort of commenting how it was quite a lot of money. And Rinpoche commented and says, we need to make all offerings all the way up to enlightenment. So somehow that's stuck, So we need to develop this practice of generosity, making offerings to others, but also to the enlightened beings. Not because they need them, but because it creates a special momentum or merit or fortune in the mind to become close to their qualities. So first we prostrate. With my body, speech and mind, I devoutly prostrate. Just spend a moment each one. Imagine prostrating to the feet of Tara. And then I'm going to ring the bell. So if you have a bell there, you want to bring a bell if you come to another session. We make offerings. I offer all offerings to the So offering music. So imagine we offer all the musical instruments. So if you're musical, that's quite easy, The sound of music, bells, trumpets. That's what we like to do in the Tibetan tradition. Drums. So imagine that you're a puja when that's all going on. If you've been at a puja before, or we imagine that sound, we're offering the sound. And basically it's to create the cause for us to be able to spread the sound of the Dharma when we offer music. So we prostrate, offer, and imagine offering beautiful sounds. And that the Buddha's Tara gets filled with joy, when she hears the sounds. Just like when we hear music and it inspires us, she gets filled with bliss. Prostrate, offer, and offer sound, so that all of us can eventually be able to hear within us and outside the sound of the Dharma always, and be able to spread the sound or the teachings of the Dharma. All sins and offences amassed from beginningless time I confess. Letting go of our being honest about our maybe habits that we need to soften, slowly let go of. So just opening up in an honest way about our habits that harm ourselves and others as a method to release them from the mind. The next one, I rejoice in all virtuous actions of holy and ordinary beings. How wonderful it is. Today we'll just rejoice in our own merits. We are ordinary beings, I think. Maybe you're not, I am. But still, we have merit, we've created merit. We have this gift, this window of a precious human rebirth that we created. So how wonderful that is. Whatever understanding we have of that, trying to feel that, be happy about that. Something we created. This opportunity right now, how wonderful it is, how amazing it is. Rejoicing in that. That also opens up our sense of joy, our Buddha nature, our enthusiasm when we feel happy in our virtue. Let me finish the prayer. O Gurus and Buddhas, please remain until samsara ends. In turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. All my virtues and those of all others I dedicate to the great enlightenment. Offering mandala. Whatever we enjoy, or whatever, if we understand mandala, we do that, or whatever we enjoy, or our future Buddha field, place we want to create for ourselves and others to enjoy. We offer to Guru Tara. Imagined as much, visualizing it as much as it can. Osaji bogi jushe metok tramri rablingji nyede gyambadi sange jindu mete uwari drogu namdag jinga chopar shogidam guru ratna mandala kamniyadayami. So now we do this purification. So it's similar when we receive the initiation of this, some of us have. We purify the body, speech and mind and receive the blessing, Tara's body, speech and mind. So we try and feel like we're being initiated here by Tara. initiated to become like her, empowered with our body, in our body, speech and mind, to achieve the qualities of our body, speech and mind. That's the goal, to achieve Tara's body, speech and mind. Please bless me to purify all obscurations of my body so that it will become one in essence with Lama Tara's holy Vajra body. White light emanates from the Om at the Arya Tara's brow and curves in an arc to enter my brow. Or from the front of us, a brilliant white light coming. And feeling like it goes into my brow and I'm completely purified of all obscurations, and my body becomes one in essence with Lama Tara's holy Vajra body. So body means killing karma, stealing karma, sexual misconduct, harming others, being dishonest in our sexual activity in the past, So not just this life, but we think deep, deep, deep. Not just the gross body, but subtle body. Everything gets purified. All the karmas, their subtleties, along with the delusions, ego grasping that causes that, us to create those, get completely purified. And we receive Tara's holy body, the body that's youthful, energetic, full of joy. We all want that. Free sickness, aging and death. So we receive, it's like when you get an initiation, you receive that. You feel like you received something there to achieve that body, to become one with that body, Tara. Then, out of her compassion for us, her love for us, from her throat, she emanates red light. A bit like the beauty, the red that you see in a sunset. When the sky goes really red, like copper red. So it's a very beautiful red light. Comes to her throat, completely filling up the throat chakra. You can visualize just light or light and nectar. So it cleans away lie and the potential of lies, karma from lying, the habit, and that potential. Divisive speech and its potential get purified. Idle gossip. That's quite big, what that is. It disempowers the speech, if we just chat about nothing. Some things that are not that meaningful. So that gets purified, and the kind of potential, the imprint, the habit of doing it, purified. And harsh speech. Speech that isn't pleasing to others, It's not gentle or kind. So that roughness gets purified. And it's instinct. And we get filled then, when the speech is clear, throat chakra is clear, then we get filled with the light and nectar again. Tara's beautiful speech, very inspiring. Has a power to penetrate other people's minds, with dharma, with goodness, bringing inspiration to others. Then blue light and nectar streaming from our heart of bodhicitta. Our heart of great love for us. Heart of omniscience, wisdom like the sky, that blue deep blue colour coming from her heart to our heart. And just as it touches our heart, our mind gets completely cleaned of ignorance, karmas around the mind. And we feel we're getting filled up like the sky, our mental consciousness is becoming vast like the sky, filled with a sky-like, space-like awareness, Itara. Then simultaneously the white, red and blue light also come. So again, it's feeling like we're getting initiated for those who have been at initiation. But they come simultaneously purifying and blessing our body, speech and mind to be completely one with Tara. Implanting us deeply within us that potential, waking that up. Just sit for a moment and feeling like, okay, it's being initiated with Tara. Her energy, her essence is residing in those places and filling up my whole being. These different coloured lights. Then we make a request to Tara on our crown or in the space before us. Please, Root Guru, glorious and precious, remain upon a lotus at my heart, and looking after me through your great kindness, grant me the realizations of your body, speech and mind. So when we say Root Guru, we think Tarya, Arya Tara. Please keep granting me, blessing me with the realizations of your body, speech and mind. So she accepts this request. And slowly the Lama dissolves into Tara, or simply Tara starts to dissolve from top to bottom. Again, it's our bodhisattva vow to hear our request, to respond spontaneously to our request. To mix in this way with our mind, Keep blessing our mind, keep inspiring us, waking up that quality Tara within us. So she simultaneously absorbs, it starts to dissolve, from top to bottom, like mist in a mirror, a small ball of radiant green light. And as she absorbs through her crown, moving down through our central channel, so in our subtle body, we have a gross body, subtle body. Subtle body has channels, winds and drops. So even if we can't feel them, we just feel she's touching the subtlety of our being. As that green light moves down, and we get embraced totally on a gross level, subtle level, very subtle level, the layers of consciousness that we all have, get touched by the essence of Tara, transforming us, opening up like a lotus into the quality of Tara. But just brilliant light, like sky-like space light, filled with wisdom. This wisdom of emptiness. This is me. Absorbed fully in the wisdom, the blissful, omniscient mind of Tara. Just try to feel as much as we can, be in that experience And it's from that space of wisdom, our ancient place of wisdom, our timeless wisdom that's won the Tara. It's vast like the sky. We start to appear in the form of Tara. How does Tara appear in that form? For sentient beings. So we can think, for the sake of sentient beings, I'm going to arise out of emptiness, out of my wisdom mind. And the aspect of Tara, if we have the initiation, we can do that. If we don't, we just feel again Tara appears in our heart. We have a gross body, but she's present in our heart, that Tara energy, in that aspect. Soft, radiant lotus. Imagine if we're always just seated on a lotus, seated on a moon cushion, symbolizing our bodhicitta. Having this body light, luminous green light. Left leg tucked inside. Complete control over our desires. Desire energy, attachment energy. It's totally subdued. Right leg is forward. Showing the spontaneity of our bodhicitta. Whether we have big problem, small problem, Tara's spontaneously there to help. If we connect in this way, reciting the mantra, praises, making this deeper, closer connection with Tara, then we receive her guidance, her protection. But this is me, in this aspect, one with Tara. And again, to kind of solidify, feel more clear, the quality of Tara, bring that in. From the tam at our heart, the moon cushion tam, rightly it radiates out. Again, touching all the gurus, the lineage of beings who have practiced Tara, and receiving their inspiration and blessing. Comes into us, we become more radiant, or the Tara, our heart, becomes more radiant and blissful, full, like a vessel's full with liquid or water. Our mind, our being becomes full with all their blessings, every pore of our being. So here we imagine, as we recite the mantra, we'll either feel that we are radiating out enlightened energy to all sentient beings, the essence of Tara, or we can feel that we're continually receiving. We're going to do about 10 minutes of mantra, maybe 7-8 minutes of mantra. So we can either feel, we do different visualization. This is where we as Tara are doing enlightened activity, sending out rays of compassion, loving kindness, teaching, whatever, from all the pores of our being, helping others, purifying the world. Or we can feel also that we're receiving from all these lineage of great masters, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, like a rain, just like snow, when snow comes and it's really thick from the sky. It kind of falls like snowdrops, snow coming into us, filling up us again with this kind of enlightened quality of Tara. So we can do either one of those visualizations. So we'll do a few mantras together, then short time reciting on our own. Om Dari Du Dari Du Re Soha. 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 Om Tare, Tutare Ture Soha, 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 Om Tare, Tutare Soha. tu tare tu re soha om tare, 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 tu tare tu re soha. So just sit for a minute in that space, feeling the energy of the mantra through your whole being. See how it activates, mantra activates a wisdom quality. Depending on the mantra, activates a certain quality in our mind and our heart. And the Tara is this kind of opening up our wisdom, sweeping away obstacles really in the mind, our blocks. So taking a moment to sit in that space. We identify with that spaciousness, that oneness with Tara again. Our consciousness that can go way beyond how we experience, how we perceive ourselves right now. We have to keep reminding ourselves of that we can go way beyond our potential as we are right now. And this is the potential of Tara, the awakening mind. Awake and fully present with every sentient being. Present to their needs, their spiritual capacities, and having the skill and the ability to guide each one to enlightenment. That's Tara. And it's manifests like the sky, like space, covering all beings and each being's mind. And just to finish, we're going to do one round of the Tara praises. 21 Taras, so there's more than one aspect to Tara. Green Tara is the main one. White Tara is also the deity for pacifying obstacles, especially white obstacles. But there's also red Taras, yellow Taras. So white Tara, there's 21 Taras who kind of embody different activities. So again, we just try and feel around the green Tara. They start to manifest like beautiful flowers in a garden, We look at a garden and there's white flowers, there's red flowers, yellow flowers, dark blue, So it's a bit like that, or looking at a lake with a reflection of the flowers. So they're appearing, but not more like translucent, like reflection of our mind. These 21 Taras. To pacify, white one's for pacifying obstacles. Red is for power or control over our limitations. Tara's complete control over any limitation in the mind. Dark blue is for more firmly removing obstacles. And yellow is for increasing energy, increasing our happiness, increasing our merit. So each one of these verses, we praise each of the Taras and we feel like we're just like that snow feeling again, melting through us, filling us up with each quality that each Tara that we chant, every time we chant the praise, that Tara absorbs into us. So we'll do once in English. Oh, my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator, homage Tara swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of three worlds, tear-born lotus, homage she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light raiseless splendid, as 1,000 star collection, homage golden blue one lotus, water born in hand adorned, giving effort calm austerities, patience meditation her sphere, homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors children, having reached every perfection, homage filling with tutari, whom desire direction and space, trampling with her feet the seven worlds, able to draw forth all beings, homage worship by the all lords, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, Maru, honor by the hosts of spirits, corpse raisers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, homage with her triumph signs, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right in, blazing in a raging fire blaze, homage to the very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champion, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies, homage at the heart her fingers, adorn her with three jewel mudra, light ray masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her, homage she so joyous radiant, crown emitting gallons of light, mythful laughing with tutari, subjugating Mara's devas, homage she midri the blaze like eon ending fire abiding, Reich left bend joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying, homage she who strikes the ground with her bam and with her foot beats it, scaling with the letter home, the seven levels she does conquer, homage happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana, she endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil, homage she rejoice surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freeze with Om and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters, homage to the with seed letter, of the shape of syllable home, by foot stamping shakes it 3 worlds, Meru, Mandaran, Venja, homage holding in her hand the hair mad moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara MP, totally dispelling poison, homage she whom gods and their kings and the kinneras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts, homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Tutari, she dispels severe contagion, homage full of liberating, power by the set of 3 natures, destroys souls of spirit Yakshas, Andre's corpses supreme Ture, these praises with the root mantras and prostrations us are 21. And then we just finish with dedications. So just feeling again that we receive all the blessing, all those different taras, the different aspects, the different qualities, skills and abilities to guide us in all sentient beings, directly, clearly, compassionately in our spiritual path. That's what Tara does. And then we dedicate all the merits, especially for to realise the enlightened mind of bodhicitta, and to realise emptiness that we're going to dedicate here. May the precious view of emptiness, not yet born, arise. May that arisen not decline, but increase more and more. For His Holiness' long life, incomparable, kind and supreme Tenzin Gyatso, the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, may you have a long life and all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. And then we're just going to recite one verse, because I know I realise I'm a little bit over time, from Rinpoche's Swift Return Prayer. We'll just do the last one from His Holiness, just to add that into the mix of the dedications, always dedicating for Rinpoche's Swift Return. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the 3 jewels, and the great waves of bodhicitta, the children, the victorious ones, may the smile of reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And of course, taking a moment, just whatever dedications you want to make. If you want to share them now on this, you're welcome to. Otherwise, just holding them for a moment in your mind, and especially for, as I say, be motivated for, and for Cheryl Grimshay to come easily and swiftly through Tara's care, to become resident teacher here at Tupton Norberling, without any obstacles. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Thanks. Thank you everyone online. So we have another one on Wednesday if you're interested to join, if you're able to join at that time. Something similar. I talked a little bit more, this time, just because it's the first time we did it, so we might spend a bit more time on the mantra as we move along, but just giving a bit more explanation for some of you who might not be so familiar with the practice. Any questions? Anybody? If you're still here, but if anyone needs to go, that's fine. Because I am over time, so don't want to be one of those teachers who's always over time, so it's just a few minutes, though. Yeah.